Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's your girl KO. Listen, y'all have to excuse the fireworks in the background if y'all hear them. I don't know if it's picking up or not. And of course, joining me on the patio is Pretty Ricky. Yes, what's going on, Pretty Ricky? Man, I don't know what is going on with them in this fireworks. Like, for real, they popping out.
What? It's 4th of July.
The hell ain't no damn 4th of July. You know what? They probably was cleaning out the house or something and found some fireworks and decided, fuck it. Let's go ahead. You got me cussing already. We just got on here. We ain't been on a good minute yet. You got me cussing already. 2 minutes. But yeah, they probably cleaned up, found some fireworks and decided, okay, I'm finna go ahead and start popping me some fireworks. Just ridiculous. Like, this don't make no sense. So, okay. Now, I did solve my wind issue with the curtains, but it's not windy right now. So, because you know, on Sunday, them curtains was flowing. Hey, Tara. What she says, I love your hair and earrings. Yeah. Thank you. I decided I had to go with the big earrings to go with the big hair. Like if I had went small earrings, you would have lost the earrings and the hair. So this was my end of the month blow out and trim. Like I had to cut my ends, you want to keep it healthy. Yeah. So I had to take all those raggedy ends off. And then plus, I wanted to see what the fro was going to look like for the photo shoot. Because I am going to be rocking the fro on the shoot. Well. Yes. I'm feeling it today. I'm going to have to search for the perfect earring to go with the outfits and all. Oh, you know what? My cousin Sherry, Sherry does paparazzi. I'm gonna have to you know what? I got a necklace from her that made. I'm gonna have to go through my stuff that I got. But yeah, this is definitely going to be my photo shoot hair.
Let's see if I'm gonna put a hat on or not.
Well, do you, boo? Yeah. Do you whatever you feel like, Pretty Ricky. We gonna have a good time with it. We're gonna enjoy ourselves and just relax and get into the shoot. Gotcha. How has everybody? Hey, Miss Tiny, what is going on, girl? Hey, Melissa. Tara says hello, Rick.
What's up, Tara?
I thought you had yours pulled up.
Shit, I did.
How are you doing, Melissa? Y'all welcome. Let me tell you. So So anyway, you know what? I ain't even gonna get into that. I'm not even gonna get into that. Me and Pretty Ricky was having a conversation prior to the show. I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into that. But I am going to talk about. We are going to get into that. The social media and your presence on social media. Because I don't think people realize the impact that it has on all types of relationships for them.
All types.
And not just personal relationships, but all types of relationships. And I don't think they get that. And with this new TikTok craze, okay, well, it's a craze for me because I'm old. And so I'm just now TikTok.
I I think I set an account up because people were sending me TikTok. I was like, oh man, I can do that. I looked on there, but you fall down a rabbit hole.
Yes.
You
Yes.
hour and I'll be
Yes.
like, I gotta do some work.
Yes. You be lost in TikTok land, like for real.
Yeah,
I look up and it'll be an hour gone away, and I've been watching fucking TikTok videos. What did Melissa say? Good, sorry I missed Sunday, but I did look at the replay. Great show as always. Thank you, Melissa. Tara, yep, especially work relationships. Yes, let me pop that up. Yeah, work relationships, folks have to watch what they post. Absolutely. Absolutely. But let me tell you, people have no filter nowadays.
No.
Like them top TikTok videos. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
People are doing any and everything for attention,
right,
to go viral and all, but not understanding that this is something that's going to be on the internet forever.
Yeah, because once it's there, it's there.
Right. That can easily be found by future employers, right, future mates, right, you know, spouses, boyfriends, husbands, wives, all of these different things you don't think about because you in the moment of trying to get that 15 minutes.
Right.
But before I go there, I do want to go back to Sunday's show because we did bring up something about social media and it being used for people to garner support and beefs and all those kind of little, you know, different things. And it's so funny. I see them all the time. I see a lot of people posting things on social media for attention or to garner support for the craziest stuff. And it's just so ridiculous. It makes absolutely no sense. I saw a couple of things. I'm not even going to get on the COVID vaccine. We're not even going to go there. But we're not going to go there. But I do want to, because we talked about, I guess, beefs on Sunday's show. And, you know, you see those people, I can say, if I'm being honest and we're doing a true self-reflection, I've done it way, way, way back, long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, decades, like long time ago. And I actually can recall what it was when I did it. And because it still sticks in my head. But I took it down later because I realized the error in it. And and social media wasn't the place. And then I turned into that person who, especially like if it's somebody that I really know, like we close or whatever, and I see them do it, then I'm that person that'll go, hey, like I'll DM them like, hey, or text, you know, hey, take that down. Like Facebook, social media ain't the place for that. That's not how you voice how you feeling or whatever you got going on is not on social media. Like take that down. And so whenever I see those type of things, like, and I'm gonna tell y'all, if you want to have a beef with me and you want to put it on Facebook, you ain't finna get no attention from it. I'm just not that type of person. Like,
I may not even see
it. Exactly. Or somebody might bring it to my attention. I'd be like, I ain't seen it, but oh, okay. And then I go back. I just laugh because it's funny to me. Like, because Facebook is not the place for it. It is not the place for it. And then too, I'm one of those, especially if it's something that I feel like you did wrong, like you wronged me. Remember, we talked about that on one of the shows. Me and you were like that. Like once you break my trust, once you break my trust, then I'm done and I'm finna move on. So you put all the stuff on Facebook as you want, because if I'm done and I moved on, like I'm not finna even address it. What did Tara say? Let's pop this everything isn't meant for social media. Some folks put their entire life on social media and then wonder why folks are in their business. Woo, Tara, absolutely, girl. That's a mouthful. And you see it all the time. And then they get mad when somebody comment on their post and it's not in agreement with what they
So you gonna post you and your man,
Right?
Yeah, this my king, this and that. You post him every day for 6 months. Then when I don't see him anymore, I'm gonna be like, hey, what's up with your man?
Right, and then they're gonna be mad at you while you all in my business.
You put it on there.
You made it my business. Yeah, yes. I had that happen with a girl in a group, and she had posted something. It was something about cheating or something, and she was like, it was, why is it, if she was the problem why the man cheated, then why is it that every man that cheated on her turned around and came back and said she was the best thing that ever happened to them, and they regretted cheating and leaving? And I said, because they knew you would take them back. And so she got mad, and she was going back and forth, and like she was like, you don't understand such and such and such and such. And I'm like, well, I've never been in that predicament. I mean, I can empathize with you, but I feel you, but I've never dealt with that situation. But you can't be mad at me. So then I was like, well, maybe, common denominator is yourself. I use that all the time. Like, you getting cheated on by multiple men.
Some you do.
Common denominator is you. She didn't like that either. And so she was like, well, why you up? Well, girl, you put it out there. You told me. Like, I'm not in your business. You telling your business. So you can't be mad at me because I'm giving you advice on your business that you put out there. Like, I don't understand what you want me to do. But anyway, yeah, social media is just not the place for those type of things. And people I don't know if they don't realize it or they just do it. They do it for the attention. It's all about the attention.
That's all. It seems like it's all about attention.
Yeah.
Now, if you on there in a bathing suit, showing your ass, and then dudes are gonna get in your inbox.
Yeah.
And you're gonna say you're gonna get mad about it. Like, they go after what you portray. So it looks like you're a hot girl, so they're gonna come after you.
They're gonna treat you how you portray yourself. Yes, absolutely. And I think that's what they miss. And they be like, well, just because I'm on here half naked doesn't mean I'm looking for sex. Well, what you looking for? If you're not looking for sex, if you're not using your body to gain the attention and arouse men, what you looking for?
That's a good one.
I don't understand what you're looking for. But people miss that.
Yeah.
People miss that. And those are things, like you said, they're gonna be out there on the internet forever. Forever. And then you don't realize, like, I'm real bad at this. My oldest daughter, though, is number one Facebook stalker. If I tell her I done met somebody or like, who you going with? And I'll tell her my friends, she was like, well, what's their last name? Hey, Terry. She gonna go on Facebook and look them up and like stalk them. Like, and she'd be like, oh, okay, I see them. Oh, okay, I see this picture. I'm like, damn, you just Facebook stalking. Like, she be telling me, I see you. Quit stalking me. But what people don't realize now, folks do that. Like when you meet somebody, I would do that when I meet a guy.
Mm-hmm.
What's your last name? I'm finna go on here and let me see what you posting. Let me see what you talking about. All of those different things. Even if we meet online, I go through his profile and there are certain pictures, like poses and pictures. If that's what I see, I'll be like, Men in the bed poses, them, and he laid up in the bed on the pillow. That screams feminine to me. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's off to me. I don't like them men laid up trying to look sexy in the bed.
And they got filters and stuff.
Yeah, ooh. If you a man and you got a filter on a picture,
I don't even know. I said, where's the filters at? What is that?
Listen, that's a whole Terry says she hate those bed poses too. I hate those bed poses. If you got all headshots, no.
Yeah, something.
No. No. You ain't got a full body shot. No. If I go through your Facebook page, you ain't got no full body shots. No. I'm looking at your relationships, who you dated to, what groups you done been in. Like I'm looking at everything. And people don't think about that. Your future, whoever, you could lose. Like,
now, my Facebook is cool because I don't post much. I posted one the other day. A friend of mine's told me you need to post something for throwback because I very rarely.
That was a cute picture. I like that. Yeah,
but shit,
you can tell your throwbacks by the length of your beard.
Yeah. But my Twitter, shit. Yeah, I wouldn't even tell people I got Twitter.
See, I'm on Instagram and all of those things. And I changed, like I don't post as much now on Facebook as I used to. I kind of scaled back on that. And I don't know why. I need to get back into that.
I was having a conversation the other day. I really don't like social media.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get Red Wine Conversations get up and going. We got to get back on the social media. Wait a minute, Melissa made a comment here. They don't realize that they have children and grandkids and etc. that are going to see these things that they have posted. So it's going to be hard to clean it up. Listen, let me tell you something. They ain't worried about the kids and the grandkids because they in the videos too. I was confused. When I saw all these little babies dropping it, that little Megan knees challenge, I'm like, are you kidding me?
They're teaching the wrong stuff.
Hey, Brenda, how are you doing? I saw another one where this little girl, when I tell you she was getting it, she knew the whole routine to the song. She knew the whole routine. They got these little kids teaching them how to drop it and shake it and all of these different things. I'm sorry, I'm old school. I like little kids dancing like little kids, you know, that like that the little chubby little white girl. Oh my God. And she got the body wave and she be getting it. I freaking love that one. Yeah. I freaking love that one.
But this, I'm old school. You know, I'll be like, hey, where do you think you're going in that?
Exactly.
My daughter, she really caught it.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, we're not doing that.
But they don't think about how that is being viewed or how it may come back on them later down the road. Like people miss that. They only think about those 15 minutes, that then and now. What did Terry say? I got on Facebook for long distance communications with my family because we all don't stay close. My concept of social media is for supporting someone or sharing with family. Okay. Yeah. And exactly. I mean, and I get that. And I'm not saying it's wrong to post personal stuff on social media. We've all done it. That's fine. I'm just saying you really have to be selective of the things that you post. And so remember, Red Wine Conversations is about self-reflection and being open to other perspectives. And so just because you thought it was cute and everybody else was doing it, what is the real perspective? Like, how are people seeing you? And are you comfortable with how they're viewing you? That's the self-reflection. Yeah. Can you understand? Hey, JC, what's going on? Everybody is checking in.
JC.
What is going on? JC, I'm going to be sending you an invite. I don't want to jump subjects. I'm going to be looking for an invitation. I'll call you. An invite for I'm so excited about this 1 year anniversary coming up. Like, I can't even believe it's been a year. I cannot believe it's been a year.
I look back and I've been here since February. I was like, dang, I didn't realize I've been here that long.
Yeah. I'm like, dang. Red Wine Conversations is about to have a 1-year anniversary. Like, I'm stoked. I'm so stoked. And so I'm so ready for this party on the patio. Like, I am inviting all past guests to join me on the patio. So JC, if you can come in, fine. If you can't, I still would love for you to at least come in on video. Oh, you're gonna come. Hey, okay. Come on in, baby. Come on in. Yes, we are gonna have a good time, have some food, good time on the patio, and celebrate their 1-year anniversary. Like, I'm stoked about that. That's gonna be all over social media. Like, I'm gonna be plastering that everywhere. So y'all can get ready for that. But getting back on topic, I'm sorry, I saw JC and it threw me off. Yeah, I try to help people. I thank you for saying that, JC. He said y'all been helping people. I tried. Like, that's what this show is about. To me, it's not about judgment.
Right.
I can't judge you.
No.
Because hell, like I said at the top of the show, we all been guilty. I done it. Right. Hell, I posted pictures for attention. Go back to them booty cheek shots in the bikini. Like,
KO,
I knew exactly what I was doing when I posted the picture. There was no doubt in my mind what I was doing when I posted the picture and the response that I was going to get when I posted the picture. So, I knew, but I was okay. Like, I'm okay with that picture being out there. I'm okay with it. What did you say, Terry? Terry said, your hair is popping so beautiful, cuz. Thank you. Look, it was time to trim my ends. It was end of month, and I was going to do it tomorrow. And I was like, no, let me just do it. And then, too, I wanted to see what the hair was going to look like for the photo shoot. So I definitely will be rocking the fro for the photo shoot. But back to social media, like, yeah, this is not about trying to make people feel bad or ridicule. It's about taking a step back, looking at, look on the outside, be on the outside looking in,
right,
and see how other people are viewing your actions. Because the first thing when somebody views something negative about it, then you want to get defensive and mad. But can you really see how they, can you take a step back and see how they're viewing you and understand why they're looking at it that way?
Because what about the people who post every single day?
Oh, it's a lot of them. I got a lot of them on my time.
I don't know how they do it.
I don't either. But no, did I do it? I used to be an everyday, when I was working out, but it was early in the morning, everyday posting.
Yeah, but I mean, I've seen them, breakfast here. I did this for lunch.
Oh,
it's midday. And I'm like,
yeah. I see people, post all day long. And I have to think, if you at work, what if your employer got on? See, now, a lot of people have their page private. So a lot of, you can't see it if it's private. Mine is public now because of the show, but at first it was private. So people, if you weren't friends with me, you couldn't see my page.
I don't even know how mine's set up. Hell,
Rick, you worse than me. My kids talk about me. You worse than me.
I just realized I had to change my password. I had no idea. I didn't even the email address. I'm like, man, ain't no telling what the hell I got going on. I'm like that.
I can't. I can't. You worse than me, Rick. You are worse than me. Tara said, yeah, I don't get that every single day. Yes. I know people, male and female, all day long. All day long. But here's, you know what? Here's the other thing, though. When you talk about relationships, and we talked a little bit about pictures and videos, here's the other thing that gets me on social media. The male and female bash. Yeah. And then you wonder why you're single.
Right.
And so I look at men's pages, and I'll look at his page, and if all I see is, a bunch of bitches and hoes, and she been ran through, and, and she this, and women say this, and women say that, and you can't even.
I've never called a woman a B.
There's a lot of men. I know a lot of men that
I don't even. It's like it don't even. I've never done it.
Yeah, it's.
I've been mad at them before. It just wasn't. It just didn't come out like that.
And then the killer thing is another woman will call. They'll call each other bitches all day long, unless somebody. It depends on the context of the word.
I mean, I've heard of the edge. They just back and forth with each other. I mean, and it was a term of endearment, and I got that. I wouldn't say it, but And
I mean, I used to way back in the day. I think I used to. I don't as much now.
Yeah.
And I noticed in certain age groups, they do it. I don't get offended by it if someone does say it.
Right.
Like I said, depending on the context of it. But yeah, you see those. He don't appreciate. And I saw one that said, somebody posted a meme that said if I got this, if I cooked and I washed the dishes and I did such and such, what am I? And the ladies came in and was like, a liar, not true. Like, and I was like,
I saw one that said a unicorn.
Yeah, a unicorn. And so you don't exist.
I'm like, they are.
Yeah.
I'm not a good cooker. I can cook breakfast.
But see, my thing about it is, if you are, you are a man. If I was a man, I'm looking at that. That reads bitter to me. Like, I wouldn't really be interested in you, but some men like that type. Unless that was the type that he was looking for.
I want no drama. No.
Yeah, I that screams drama.
Yeah,
it screams drama, and that goes vice versa, because like on some profiles, if I see that, if you still got ex-boyfriend issues, if you into playing games, if you this, if you that, I'm gonna pass. That sound like you got issues already, and I'm not finna be. That's an uphill battle fighting what you dealt with in the past, because evidently you still ain't got past it that you felt it was needed. You had to state it in your message, which does nothing, because I can tell you anything until you get to know me. You don't know. Terry says about this. How about when you have an argument and bring it to social media, and then the next week they posting love selfies with each other? Girl. Yes. You see that all the time. That goes back to earlier about beefing on social media, and then you bringing everybody into it, and then the next thing you know, because you done cussed them out and called them all kind of names and everything, and then like she said, a week later, y'all then cuddle up in a picture together. You out at the club, y'all, tossing drinks, and you be like, well, damn. It was fuck them and everything else just last week. Oh, now y'all cuddled up, buddy.
I see it all the time.
Yeah, but then they mad when somebody say something to them about it.
I mean, they get mad and will want to fight.
Yes, they get mad, but you have to think. You posted on social media to fight, and then the next thing we see on social media is the makeup. But you forgot to give us the in-between. So that's why we got to ask. And then you mad because we in the business, but you posted it out there for us. Like, I'm invested now.
Yeah. I'm part of this story.
Right. You got me invested now. I need to know what the outcome was. I demand respect on the bitch issue. And as a Black, I feel it's okay because we Black. I you know what? I know other women that are like that, Brenda, that they don't like being called being called a bitch, and then when it happens, they will typically say something like, "No, don't call me that." I mean, again, it depends on the context. Like, I'm a true believer in a word only has power if you give it power, and so I don't get offended if someone says, "Oh, I don't," because I don't do it, but if I'm around somebody and they tend to be like, "Oh no," I'm not offended by it. It doesn't. You have a right to say, "Don't say that to me," I don't like that. You have a right. If it's something you don't want to deal with, shit, tell them. Absolutely. What did Tara say here? Tara says, my friends and I do not refer to each other as the B word. We would never. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Some women don't, some do. To me, it doesn't matter. Again, it depends on the context. And a word only has, again, to me, a word only has power if you give it power. Because even if we having a negative and you call me a bitch, I know I'm not a female dog. Right. So, okay. I yeah. It is what it is. Like, I refuse to give people my energy. And I feel like if I allow you to upset me with those type of things, I'm giving you my energy. But at the same time, I do understand and respect those people who say, don't call me that. Right. I get that. I understand that. I wholeheartedly understand that. What did Melissa says, Terry, it doesn't even take a week for those love selfies. Yeah, girl, they be already hooked back up sometimes, and you be like, dang, y'all was just fighting. But again, you can't get mad if I ask, well, what happened? I thought y'all was mad because you got me invested in your story now.
Right. Okay, so now dude's gonna start getting in your inbox when you sitting there. He know you beefing with your
right. You just broke up on Facebook, on social media.
And then you're gonna get mad, we back together, we've been there before. So yeah,
it's everybody wants their 15 minutes. Everybody wants to know. And I feel like when you post a beef on Facebook, you're doing it because you want to feel right. Mm-hmm. And this is how I put it. And this is one of my favorite sayings. The truth don't need to be explained. No. If you telling me the truth, I don't need all that explanation. You don't need people jumping on your bandwagon I think we're still live. Okay, y'all, we are back. Whew. Thank y'all for holding on. Like I lost my internet connection. It dropped. I think the weather, because it is raining out here. But you know, with the curtains and all, like we don't feel any of the cold, any of the rain. We ain't get any of that underneath the patio here. But I moved, and I think it's because I moved the thing up there.
Extender.
Yeah, I moved it up top because it was down there, but I don't know. I may have to move it from up there because it ain't never totally dropped. Like its fuzz is up, but it's never totally dropped. So I'm gonna have to check that. But thank y'all for holding on and us waiting for us to get back. I can't even remember what the hell we were talking about now.
So as I am, I'll be.
Listen, we both old. I can't even remember what we went to because I was like, oh my God, we but yeah, because we were talking about the beeping, and then when people come in in your inbox and all of those different things, like what she said, what's understood doesn't need to be explained. Oh, yes, that's where I was when I was talking. Yes, what's understood doesn't need to be explained. I don't have to, I'm not going to keep explaining to you if it's the truth is the truth. Right. And I don't need to go out there and try to get people on my bandwagon and to make me feel like I'm right. In my stance, because the truth is the truth. Right. I don't need nobody else to tell me I'm right. I know I'm right. The truth is the truth. Mm-hmm. And so that's how I look at it a lot of times when people post stuff on social media like that. Like, who you trying to convince? Me or you?
A little bit of both.
Yeah. And that's what I tell people all the time when you over explain, like, who you trying to convince? Because if you telling me the truth, you ain't got to go into all of that explanation. I didn't ask you for no explanation. No. This your story.
That's me. I'm not going to explain much, but like, look, this and this. You take from it what you want. But I don't need validation, so I guess that's I don't need you to validate my truth for me. And if you don't want to validate my truth, that's fine. We can agree to disagree. Yeah. But I'm gonna still stand on my truth. But if you got some solid facts, I am the type that I'm willing to take a step back and be like, okay, let me hear what you're talking about. Right. But you better, now I'm a Taurus, so you better have the facts. And this is if you know a Taurus, and this is how we are. So you cannot come at us talking about how you feel. Tauruses want the facts. What are the facts? Don't tell me how you feel about it. What happened? What are the facts? And don't give me no long story. No. Get to the point. That's what I'd be like, okay, so what's the point? And it irritates me when people give a long story. You give me a long story to tell me something simple, you lost me. And now I'm mad. Now my story don't be long, it just be slow.
I'd be like, oh Lord. I can see that about you though, Rick.
It just be like, well, this happened.
You're a Taurus, Melissa. Are you like that? Are you that same way? Because that's how I am. You better come at me with facts. Yeah. Especially if you're trying to dispute how I feel. Mm-hmm. Your facts better justify it. I'll take a step back and I'm going to listen. Now, there are some Tauruses that will not listen. They don't want to hear it. Right. It whatever they said, it is what they said, and point blank, I'm done, and whatever else you got to talk about, I don't want to hear. But I am that Taurus that I will take a step back and I will listen. But it better make sense. And if it don't make sense, I'm going to dismiss you, and I'm gonna tell you that don't make sense. What you telling me don't make sense. Taurus says, I thought it. Ooh, that's Melissa. Melissa said, I'm a listener. I'm a listener too. I will listen. Karen, that is me 100%. I'm like, hurry up. Give me the Cliff Notes version. Yes. Don't give me no long drawn out story. Especially if I'm irritated. Do not give me no long drawn out story.
My story's short. It's just slow.
And that made me just think of a funny story. So when when I was getting ready, I keep changing my floor plan on the kitchen, but I have finally settled. I got to get me a contractor. But I had the kids. Me and the kids come over and help clean out the attic. And so the oldest daughter hired a moving company that was supposed to come, and they said they would come and move the stuff out of the attic and take it to storage for me. But I knew it was wrong when they showed up in the little puller trailer from U-Haul. Like, hey, y'all ain't even got no truck. You done went to U-Haul and got one of them little trailers that you hook on the back of the truck. But anyway, and he had these little young guys with him. Now, when I tell you we've been in this house 20 plus years, there was a lot of shit in there. Okay? And so they going up there pulling stuff down, and as they pull it down, we going through it, trying to sort, decide what's trash, what do we need to keep, what I'm going to send to storage. Like, we're sorting through stuff. So we're in the midst of sorting through, and the guy going to come down and start to give me this long story. And he was like, well, that this job right here is for them, for them young boys and such and such, such, such. And I looked at him and I said, okay, so what you trying to say? Can you get to the point? Baby, when I tell you, all my kids was like, yeah. And my youngest one, when he was like, well, I'm just saying, this is not okay. Well, bye. Like, my daughter was like, I'm so glad you cut him off. She was like, ooh, I hope you wasn't going to give a long story. Like, I don't, like, first of all, you interrupted me. And I don't want to listen to your long story about why you don't want to do the job. If you don't want the money, get the hell out of my house and keep it moving. Like, I'm not going to listen to that long story for you to tell me that you don't want to do the job because you wasted my time. Let's move on. So yeah, don't give me no long stories. I get irritated by that. I do. But we went off on a whole nother tangent. But yeah, I feel like when people post things like that on social media, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to support their truth and find other people that's going to agree with them and say, yeah, I felt that way, or yes. And they don't even know the full story. They just jumping on the bandwagon because they saw a comment or a post that they agreed on. And so now that other person is feeling more secure in themselves about what they did or what they said because other people on social media said they were right. Oh, excuse me. Stop drinking. Oh, what you drinking on, Rick? You done got hot?
I probably had a little too much.
You was drinking before you got here, see. Yes, Terry, that's it. They trying to get people to jump on their bandwagon and support their truth to make themselves feel better about what it is that they did.
Like, you can be flat out wrong, but you can get people out there to support you.
Yes.
Like,
yes. Yeah, there's some people don't care. They're going to jump on whatever bandwagon. They just want to feel like they're a part of something. And so they jump on and be like, oh, yes, I agree with you. Or they've been through that situation, so they jump on the bandwagon. Yes, I can agree with you because I've been through that before. But you don't really have all the details.
Yeah, that ain't me.
Yeah, that's not me either. Because, again, when people do that to me and I see it, I'm like, who you trying to convince? When I see that story, like, who you trying to convince? Who I don't know which one of y'all is telling the truth, but who you trying to convince on your truth?
I think when I see, if I have to press see more on there, I'm not doing
it. You almost made me spit my drink out. I do that too. It depends. Now look, I'm a reader, so if your first few sentences or whatever catch me, I will click on see more.
Yeah.
But the beginning of it has to catch me to make me want to see more. But I'm like you too, and I see those and be like, she done wrote another dissertation, or he got a whole book out there. I'm not gonna read that. I'm gonna move on. Yes, I'm the same way.
I read a book. I don't want to sit here and read this, and then when I get to the end, be like, what did I just read? That's what.
But people, like I said, they don't think about it. They want to share. They want to share themselves with the world but not really taking a step back to consider how or what they share, and what the impact that that's going to have later on down the road. And I think that's what they miss, because certain things can have a ripple effect, a long-lasting effect on future relationships. Because social media is things are different now, where people couldn't access stuff as easily. And you might have had something that might have popped up or put up, way back. Remember when they had MySpace or whatever, but people couldn't. They can't access those typical, those type of things easily now. Now, you post something, hell, and in 24 hours you can have over 1 million views, depending on what it is that you posted. Right. That's something that's going to last forever on social media. And do you think about what is the impact of what you just posted going to have on future you?
It's like they don't care. It's all about the likes.
This new generation is fearless. I said that once before. They are fearless, because let me tell you, and going back to TikTok, they are fearless. I done seen so many booties shaking, titties showing, like shirtless men, like the gray sweat. Like, oh my God, people.
I'm scrolling through there, one pop up, I'm like, hey, my man, I don't want to look.
Yeah.
I'm like, look at that, I'm a dude.
I don't want to see all of that.
No,
I don't want to see all that. I just be confused. And I'm thinking to myself, ooh, what are your children going to think? And it's not as bad. And the sad part, it's not as bad for the men. And I hate to say it's a double standard, but let's be honest, it really is.
Yeah.
It's a double standard when it comes to male versus female and how it's viewed. Because a man can be on that shirtless all day long. He can show a print all day long, but he still is not going to be viewed the same way as a woman showing her breast and showing her print or whatever on social media. It's just not going to be viewed the same.
They be in a white t-shirt and pants.
Yeah, it's not going to be viewed the same. Yeah. She said, Melissa said, this new generation is off the chain. Yes, they are. They are. They are fearless. They are fearless. They have no boundaries, and they do not care.
No, they don't.
And you cannot tell them that they are wrong, because who are you to tell me? I know better.
And then this pandemic didn't do nothing to make it worse. That escalated.
The pandemic, now I can't talk. I feel like the pandemic forced people to find other avenues for income, and social media became a great way to make income. But in order to get that income, you had to have that shock value and that following and go viral and all of those different things. And so they're doing these things to get that extra income flow.
OnlyFans.
Yes.
I'm like, y'all really just.
Melissa said no boundaries. You are right, Kel. They don't care. No, they don't care at all. They do not care, and you cannot tell them that they are wrong, because it is their prerogative, their body, and they can do whatever they want to do. But it's a new age. Employers are searching social media, and if you post something on TikTok, you can't do private or whatever or such and such. I don't think you can have. People can find those type of things. And they're going to search, and they're going to see you, and you done went and applied for this professional job, and then they're going to pull up your TikTok where you in a see-through dress with your boobies out, or you bouncing your penis up and down under a towel or something. And they're gonna be like, oh, we don't. Right. That's not the representation that we want here at our facility. Right. They don't think about that.
And you know, with Black folks, we have to be not 100%. We got to be 100% better than them. So you can't have no strike against you.
Oh, and Brenda just hit the nail on the head. And I keep saying, I have got to have that Modern Woman show. She said these children are from young mothers who are still in the streets themselves. Absolutely. Absolutely. I talked about that on the Modern Male show. We got babies raising babies. Yeah. And we have no examples of what you should and should not do. Or, well, I won't say should and should not do. What is considered appropriate now? But nowadays, hell, everything is considered appropriate. That people don't care. No, they don't. People do not care. And I am afraid of where the world is going because these are future leaders. These are future leaders that are coming up, and they are fearless, which is great, but y'all ain't got no direction. None whatsoever. Fearless with no direction. And so I don't know where we go from here, especially when you're looking at, because they already bringing up the little ones to follow in their footsteps. Yeah. I was like, listen, as old as I am, y'all know I'm old. I've been on there watching the videos and flabbergasted, like, what? Yeah. Why is that baby, like, why you got that baby up there doing it? Like, why are you? Yeah. Now some of them are funny. I like the funny ones. Yeah. When they do the funny stuff. Now that man and wife where the husband and the daughter keep popping them little things on the wall, like she be cleaning up and man, I would be mad as hell. Mad as hell. But you know, some of the videos are funny, but they miss. These things are going to have lasting impacts, and when fans only goes away. Because
eventually it's going away.
And when you lose that body, eventually that body is going to go away. And you lose your fan, then what? Where else do you go? Like what's your stepping stone? What you know, what's your next step from fans only? What's your stepping stone? You know what I'm saying? Like for me, you setting a career path, and fans only is your income stream. And when that goes away, we're like, what's the next step? They don't think about that. Let's see. Melissa says people have no love or respect. No love or respect for themselves. Right. That's the problem. No love or respect for themselves. Hey, LA, baby. Yeah, I can agree. Yes, don't confuse fear with ignorance. Yes. They are definitely ignorant. They most definitely will. Yes, some of the things that they do can be categorized as is ignorant. Yes, fearless with ignorance. He said, I meant yes, fearless with ignorance. Absolutely, LA. Absolutely. And matter of fact, that goes back because LA had posted something earlier today. I made a comment on where he had gone somewhere and pulled up, and this guy made a comment to him about he was gonna have to move his fucking truck, and he don't even know him. Like people are doing things for shock value. Yes. And like I said, when he came around the truck, his truck, he backed it. He was like, "Oh, I was just joking." Yeah, I bet he laid eyes on him. Was like, "Oh yeah, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, because he is like, but you don't do because you gonna see." And luckily, like LA said, he took a step back and and took a couple of seconds and and let the situation calm. But you're gonna run up on somebody that ain't gonna take them couple of seconds. Right. For that ignorance. Right. As he's saying, for that shock value. Like there's plenty of those TikTok videos where they're going through pranking people and doing stupid stuff. Like
they're gonna catch the wrong one.
Exactly. I saw one earlier where these dudes man came out holding beer. He came out, I guess he was coming out of the store, he had bags in his hand, and these two guys threw water balloons at him, hit him in the back of the head. Then they're gonna turn around and act like they talking to each other. Dude sat his bags down because the dude coming out behind him, he was like, yeah, that was him. He sat his bags down and went over to smack the shit out of them. Like you gonna run up on the wrong one. Like you don't.
They play too much.
But they do it for the shock value, and they trying to get their 15 minutes and go viral. But how long are you going to be able to prank people on social media? How long is that going to be a steady income before somebody take you out? You see them running through the stores like knocking people's hats off and taking phones. Like, what? Y'all gonna run up on the wrong one day.
Mm-hmm.
Is risking your life worth them 15 minutes of fame on social media?
I'm telling you, you're gonna run across the wrong one.
But they don't care. They don't care. Like LA said, fearless with ignorance. Fearless with ignorance. But you can't tell them nothing.
No.
You can't tell them nothing. And you can't try to educate them on it. Let's see, whatever. So as being their mother, they are saying, how you going to tell them anything? Yes. Yes. A lot. Yes. A lot of times they are like that. And you can't tell them nothing. No. And you be like, okay, I'm going to let you learn then. I'm going to let you learn. Look, I believe in cutting them apron strings. Yeah. Go on out there, because especially if you feel like you know more than me, go on out there. Do you. What the LA says here, a dude was killed last year for playing acting like he was robbing folks, got shot, and now he's dead. Yeah, you gotta stop playing with people. Yes, and I don't understand how it has become such a new trend, and all of those. The world now revolves around social media, and I don't think people are taking a step back and looking at the lasting impact that social media is going to have on all relationships, not just personal ones, all relationships. And your social media presence says a lot about you. And you can't go and try to present yourself as something else. And they'd be like, well, on social media, you this on social media. Oh, no, that's just for. No. Oh, okay. Well, then I don't know who I'm going to get.
Exactly.
If you got to pretend to be somebody else on social media, how do I know you're not pretending here? Like, they don't think about that lasting impact of what they put out there for people to see, all because they're trying to make some money. They're all about trying to make some money. And then some of the stuff, the degrading ones, get me too. When I see people who degrade themselves, and it goes back to what Melissa said, people have no love or respect for themselves. No. And I can't tell you how many videos I don't see of big folks, heavy set people, large people in something ridiculous, waddling around for people to. Why are you putting yourself on display like that for people to laugh at all for your 15 minutes? Like, you don't have enough respect for yourself not to put yourself out there like that?
I've seen plenty of them. The big women in little bitty bathing suits.
Yes. Yes. And they just they doing it. Hey, there's a lot of people out there that like it. Don't get me wrong, because there's people that out there that like it. Because I mean, that's the reason why it happens so much, because somebody's liking it. If it wasn't being liked, it wouldn't be out there. Somebody's liking it and somebody's supporting it. I'm just asking people, when you post those type of things, this is about self-reflection. Take a step back and ask yourself, how you gonna feel about this years down the road? When your grandkids, find it and be like, grandmama, is this you? You was on here? Like, with this little short dress on with your booty hanging out, bouncing it. Like,
they got screen record and everything now. You can delete it all you want to.
Yeah.
They got it.
Yeah. Once it's out there, there's no taking it back. Once it's out there, there's no taking it back. And you don't know. And like I said, this is not about judging what you want to do. Do what you want to do. You grown. Yeah. Do what you want to do. I'm just saying, think about the lasting effect of it. Think about how people are perceiving what it is that you're doing. Brenda says they use social media to commit their own suicide and not even hear what the people are saying about what you did. Oh, yes, 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 absolutely. 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 Don't want to take that. Then let's go back to what we were talking about earlier. Now you got me invested in your story. I'm trying to give you advice, and now you mad at me. Don't want to listen to what I got to tell you. Well, you put it out there for me. Like I'm trying to help you. I want to give you a little advice. Take this down. People that are close to me, I do it all the time. They'll be like, girl, take that down. It's not the place. Or even got take that down. It's not the place. But get people in your business. Put your business out there, and those same people I see all the time, and I be like, "Ooh, they beefing with people every other week." I see you mad at somebody. You posting your subliminal messages, trying to get people to get on your bandwagon, and all on your side on social media. Like, why?
A lot of times, it's a woman I know. She's always going live, cussing somebody out. I'm like, all the time.
I know people like that. I know people like that.
But she'll say their name and everything.
They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. And then it's the best way for revenge when people do something to you. You know, like the story that I read, it made me go and I had to go and look at these people's profiles. Because I don't know if y'all saw it, that the man that married his goddaughter or something, or whatever, when she turned 18 and he been grooming her or whatever. And then this done posted, the mama done posted, they posted gender reveal parties. And I'm just like, this can't be real. And I done went on and I'm checking like, these people are for real. Like, why are you putting this mess on social media? And here's a child that's about to be born into this mess who ain't gonna never be able to live this down. Because everybody know your mom and daddy, y'all, he was your goddaddy, and now he like. Do you think about the lasting impact of the things that you do?
They don't. I can tell you they don't.
Like I don't get it. I don't. Social media is a great platform for businesses, spreading love, reaching out, like Terry says. And I hadn't even thought about it. And actually, she's right, because there's a lot of family members that I communicate with on Facebook. I keep up with what they've got going on in their life on Facebook. Matter of fact, I just had a thought when they don't think about it at all. No, Tara, they don't think about it at all. And Melissa said, because they don't care. They don't. They don't. Hey Sherry, if you still on here, girl, we're gonna have to. I was talking about you earlier, honey, your paparazzi. Because I'm gonna need some pieces for this photo shoot. But I'm gonna need pieces that can't nobody else have. They need to be exclusive. You ain't got but one. I don't want nobody else to get it. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be petty that way. But yeah, we over an hour. I hadn't even paid any attention. I think people, when I talk about your social media presence, people don't think about that. They don't think about that lasting impression, that especially with the way the world is changing and social media and the internet and all of those different things have become mainstream.
Yeah.
Like it's a part of everybody's life.
Yeah. I mean,
me coming in with Rick's name. But yeah, I'm gonna get off of here, Law. Let me go ahead and end this because I've got my extender in a different spot and it keeps kicking me off. So we are gonna go ahead and end. But thank you guys for tuning in with me. And now I know I cannot put my extender up out of the way where I had it. The weather, especially when the weather is kicking it off. But thank y'all again for tuning into the show. I appreciate you guys. Hey, I hope you enjoyed Red Wine Conversations. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in.